Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. Today we are returning to channel favorite Aurora, whom I first heard in Frozen 2. She was the awe voice in Into the Unknown, very ethereal, very bright. And I've since learned that she's an amazing songwriter and producer and just creator in general, thanks to your recommendations. Thank you, everybody. It's been so much fun to discover Aurora through you. She recently released a new single. It's called Cure for Me. And I read through the lyrics and I felt it was just so human and warm and kind. And I wanted to read you something that she said before we get into the song. She said that people tend to believe quite quickly that something is wrong with them if they're not like the people they see in front of them. It's so sad that it doesn't take much for us to really doubt ourselves. I just agreed with that sentiment so deeply, and I wanted to share it before we get into the song. So let's get to it now.
I run from the liars, the fuel on the fire. I know I created myself. I know I can't fight the sad days and bad nights, but I never asked for your help. You got hurt, but we don't belong together. So you took the love from my arms into the arms of yours, but I don't need a cure for me.
Oh, this is cool. I did not expect this set of sounds at all. I've heard her a lot more lilting and almost more folk in nature, and this definitely has more electronic and pop elements in it. And it's so much fun to hear how the play in her voice has been incorporated into some of those electronic elements as well. I really loved this kind of sound that happens at the beginning too. Definitely takes us into that world right away. Let's go back to the beginning and hear that again. That's a cool sound.
I run from the liars, the fuel on the fire. I know I created myself. I know I can't fight the sad days and bad nights, but I never asked for your help.
I love all of the subtle stylization she puts in here. There's subtle ones and there's more obvious ones. Obviously on I, she has a much deeper slide there, but she even had like a little bit of a creak into a note at one point. And I like the fast runs too. It's one of the things I like that she does. I like how the smile that she has in the music video, you hear in the voice too. I think she actually had that like little bit of a smile while she was recording this. Okay, let's keep going.
You got hurt, but we don't belong together. So you took the love from my arms into the arms of yours, but I don't need a cure for me.
Is that? Ooh, I think we're going to have some flapper swing dancing right there. That's exciting. And I like the very subtle doubling that I hear in the voice as well, or maybe she doubled the track, or it might have been more chorus in the production. That made sense to hear a little bit more as you see more of her faces in the music video as well. That's fun. And I love the really deep sound that she went into at one point in here.
So you took the love from my arms into the
Yeah, I definitely hear a doubling happening there. And the depth of, I think she went into a chest voice there. And it's just a fun sound. It sounds like she's really playing with how the mechanism works and it's exploring it.
arms of yours, but I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it. No, I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it. No, I don't need a cure for me.
I love this. This feels like such a celebration of being weird and quirky and creative. I love that. And so much fun, these different shots of her just being herself because she's amazing. And we love her and adore her. And it's so fun that she's saying this as something to reach tons of people to. Oh man, I love that message. The dance that they're doing is a Charleston. It's something that you see like a flapper generation do. It's really cool. I like the style of where you're sort of like flipping the feet in and out like this. It actually takes some fun coordination. You should try it. It's really awkward the first time you do it. Let's look at that again. I love just shaking the hair.
Like the tension, the misapprehensions about our nature in love. The glorious teachers are no use for creatures who knows how to play with.
There's pretty harmony there.
Got nerves, but they never show unless they hurt. So you blamed it all on my love, the moving heart I got, but I don't need a cure for me.
This is really awesome how often when we hear more doubling in the voice or more layers come in, we see extra versions or extra people around. So I think because she had this mask that is similar to the other mask that you have here at the beginning, I think that maybe I wonder if the people in the video that have the masks on represent other aspects of her, or maybe just other voices that she feels kinships to. I'm not sure. But I like the way that we get more of them as we hear more voices. Let's see.
Nerves, but they never show unless they hurt.
So you definitely have a doubling on her voice and harmony there as well.
Got nerves, but they never show unless they hurt. So you blamed it all on
That's cool choreography.
the moving heart I got.
Huh. Oh, that was sorry. There's so many aspects of the music video I'm really digging. I love on my love, oh my love, the moving heart I got is what's happening there. And the flow of the hands on moving and the way the voice is flowing as well to express that word is really, really, really cool. Back one more time.
My love, the moving heart I got, but I don't need a cure for me.
I'm going to go back to that moving part one more time. I really dig that. I think that's been my favorite way of expressing the word so far in the song. And I love the choreography enhancement of that.
You blamed it all on my love, the moving heart I got, but I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it. No, I don't need a cure for me. I don't need it.
She's got ums going in the background, and I was thinking, is that actually her voice at first? And it is. It's kind of a cool harmony too. It has some parallel fifths, I think, that are happening in there. So it starts back right here. And part of what turned me on is that she wasn't singing. I would have thought that she'd start mouthing more of these things as this character. But she's just got a total closed mouth. And I thought, oh, does that mean she's humming? And you do hear it. It's subtle. It like catches into the mix very nicely. Well, she does mouth there. Let's talk about panning now and balancing a mix a little bit. When you have lots of different vocal layers, like what's happening in here, you want to make sure that the mix doesn't tilt towards one side or the other too strongly. By the way, if you don't have awesome headphones for that. I definitely recommend Bear Dynamics headphones. I'll put a link in the video for that below. And there's some other ones too. They're really great. We can put some links to that. Lots of people have been asking. So it's amazing to hear in headphones this spatialization, essentially where the sounds are being placed around. And one of the hard things to do when you have lots of vocals is make sure that the lead vocal is most present, and then also make sure that the other backing vocals don't just become mush. One of the ways that you can sort of keep the sounds more distinct is by giving them spatial placement. So instead of having it sound like it's coming from the center, you can have it steer even at various degrees. It's really cool how many degrees around you can create that spatialization. And there's some headphones now that can make it sound like it's above or below. It's really, really fascinating, actually. But this is fun because the they almost sound like buzzing sometimes. They're really well balanced in each side. And every time I've heard these backing vocals for her where she's got extra layers, I've felt like if one does grab me to one side, immediately I have another backing vocal that grabs me to the other side. So I constantly still feel centered, like I'm in the center of the performance as a listener. It's very nice. Ooh. The choreography on this is awesome.
Please, no care for me, care for me, care for me. Please, no care for me, care for me, care for me. Please, no care for me, care for me.
Wow, this bridge is great. It's great. I love the way we have a feeling of sort of a rise in pitch overall. And at the same time, you get more reverb as we're going through it at the same time, and more intense faces, I think, from Aurora as well. I like the way she's playing with her vowels as she's going through. She's just such a playful singer and creator. And at the same time, the play often has really significant meaning behind it. I think it's wonderful. It's a beautiful balance in life. One more time, this bridge. Here. Yeah, it's beautiful. So those backing vocals right now, they actually have more reverb on them. Her main vocal is very much centered, and it doesn't have as much reverb. They don't want to diffuse it. It has some, but it feels very much here in front of you, present. They've taken more of these backing vocals, especially the ones that got higher, and added more verb, more spaciousness to them, so that they might sound a little further away or just not as immediate as the lead voice. And that helps that lead voice pop out a little more forward too. I'm really feeling like watching these dance moves. I love the choreography of this. Like even like the head twitches at one point. It feels like it's celebrating being different, being weird sometimes. Weird. Right? I love that even in the movements you hear that, and you hear it in the way that Aurora plays with her voice where she says like, I'm not going to do it like everybody else has done it. I'm going to be my own person, my own artist, and we need that kind of authenticity and creativity. It's great. It's so much fun. This feels like such a fun celebration of just being yourself. I like it. Yeah, awesome dance. Even the faces, they're great. Oh, I love that extra synth that was echoing at the end. What a cool ending. One more time. That was neat. That was awesome. This song was really catchy and fun, and I like the way it just seems to celebrate quirkiness, creativity. It seems to celebrate people. I like it. I like it. It would be a great running song too for a playlist, so I might have to get that for my morning runs. This was fun. It's so delightful to also hear how she's taken a totally unexpected and different direction. I do feel that she is just overflowing with creativity. And it was fun to hear something that was bringing more of that electronic pop feel happening. I was really surprised when I read through the lyrics. I thought it was going to have a different direction, but I love this one. The catchiness is just, it's infectious, really infectious. I hope all of you enjoyed that as much as I did, and also get the good feels from it. It's definitely a good feel kind of song. And hey, if you want to have more good feels, you should come and join us in live chats on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Arizona time. We have such an awesome community, and the live chats are really fun. So we're here for YouTube premieres at that time, and you should come say hi. And you should also come and say hello at our 500K party, which is going to be coming up very soon. It'll be July 31st at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's a Saturday, by the way. And we're going to have all kinds of giveaways. We're going to celebrate being us. It's going to be awesome. And we'll also have music video releases. We'll have some really fun announcements, and we'll have merch release. I know you guys have been asking for that for a long time. So come and say hello. I hope to see you somewhere soon. Thank you.